Good morning, dear students. My name is Radhesyam and we are discussing error analysis. So we know that whenever we are doing any experiment to measure some physical quantity, there is always some error. So in this video, we are going to discuss what is absolute error, what is relative error, and what is percentage error. But first, let's discuss how to obtain true value. True value. So we are saying that whenever we are performing an experiment to measure this physical quantity A, what will happen that there will be some error, and that's why the measured quantity, this reading, we are saying that this measured quantity, let us suppose that this is A1. In the first measurement, the reading comes out to be A1, and we are very sure that this is not the true value because there will be some error. So this is quite possible that the A1 is a true value plus something. It is quite possible that it is true value plus something. Similarly, we can say that if we take the second reading, then this is possible that in this reading it will be true value, quite possible that it could be some value, it could be less than or more than, we do not know. That's why we will show with minus sign and plus sign. And similarly, we can here also show that our measured value is true value plus minus something, some small quantity. There is some, this is error part, delta 1 and delta 2. So we are saying that we take n number of reading where n is large. You can take 10, 100, 200 number of readings, and these readings, this will be all, so all of them will be true value plus some, plus minus something, some error value. So how to know true value? So we are saying that if we take average of all these measured values, so average is also shown by a bar, or we also show it we also say it is a mean. And how we show it? We are saying that we are taking average of all these measured value, and all these measured value contain some error. It is possible that measured value will be more than true value and less than true value. Both are equally probable. You cannot say that in measurement there will be always extra value, and this could be less than true value as well. So we are saying that we will find mean value, and mean will be sum of all these values, a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus an, and this is shown by a mean and this is shown by a bar. And we are saying that this is true value. We can say safely then this is true value of the physical quantity. So a mean represent true value of the physical quantity. We are saying that in the absence of true value of physical quantity, we do not know what is the true value. That's why we are performing the experiment. So we take n number of readings, and when we take average of all that, then we get the value of a mean or a bar, and that is called true value. So we assume that this will be closer to true value. We cannot know true value. I mean, this is the true value. We cannot know, there is no other way to know true value other than this. So a mean is called true value, of the physical quantity. So we now know what is the true value. So when we come to know true value, what we do, we can find out what is the error in measurement. So we can find out what is the error in the measurement. So what we'll do, we take our measured value, our mean value, true value, and from this we subtract the physical quantity that we have measured in the first go. So this is the first reading. So this measured value is called delta A1. So this will be error in, you can also say that this is error in 1. This is error in first measurement. So a true value minus A1 is measure error in first measurement. Okay, and it is quite possible that this value delta A1, this could be positive and negative. If A1 is more than true value, then this will be negative. If A1 is less than true value, then this will be positive. So this error could be positive and negative, and that's why we are not concerned, or we are not interested in knowing the only true value. So what we do, we take mod of this, or we also say that we are taking absolute value, absolute value of error, absolute error. So mod delta A1 is absolute error. Similarly, we can find out error in the second measurement, and similarly we'll take mod delta A2. So this will be absolute error in 2, and you understand now that we can do this in all of these steps, and finally we say that in the nth measurement we are finding absolute error, and that is mod delta AN. So we have calculated error, absolute error, not only error. Instead of, we have calculated absolute error, and we are saying that if we take mean of that, so what are we saying? If we take mean of this delta A1 mod, so we will take absolute error and we will take mean of it. So what are we saying? We have calculated absolute error and we are taking mean of it, and the value that comes out, it is called mean of this. This will be, this is shown by delta A, and this is called absolute mean of absolute error. That's why this is called mean absolute error. So what are we saying? We have calculated mean value or true value. We have calculated error, not ordinary error, this is absolute error, and we have calculated mean of this, and this mean value is called mean absolute error, and this is this will be positive. We know that because these all quantities are positive. So now we know that this is the true value. This is called mean absolute error or error. So now we know that our physical quantity A is represented as A mean. This is the true value plus minus the error part, mean absolute error. So how do we represent our physical quantity A? We represent by its mean value and its mean absolute error. This is mean value and this is mean absolute error. Hopefully you understood how do we calculate this mean value and mean absolute error, because whenever a question is asked, this is exactly formula based question, so most of the time you have to just perform the exactly in the step zone, and after that we have shown mean value and mean absolute error. So oftenly we are required to know what is the relative error. We are not interested in just expressing the quantity like this. We also want to know what is the relative error. So we have calculated true value and mean absolute error. So relative error is defined as delta or mean absolute error divided by mean value. Mean absolute error divided by mean value, and most of the time, this is relative error, and we also calculate percentage error. We have calculated relative error by the formula mean absolute error divided by mean value, and if we express this relative error in terms of percentage, then this is called percentage error, and the formula for this is mean absolute error divided by mean value into 100. So hopefully this will make sense. If you have any doubt, you can always raise a comment. So let's summarize it. We are saying that in error analysis, whenever we want to measure true value of a physical quantity, we know that because there is error in the measurement, so whatever value we are measuring, this will contain some error. So it will be true value plus some extra part or some error part. So we are saying that instead of taking only one or two reading and saying that is the absolute, that is the true value of the physical quantity under experimentation, what we do, we take n number of readings and we take average of that, and the average value is called, or you can say that the average value is close to true value. So we have found true value, but there is also error, so we want to find out what is the error. So what we do, that we calculate true value minus measured value, and that will be error. But we are not interested in only error, because it could be positive or negative, and that's why we are interested in only positive values. So if we take plus, or you can say we take absolute value of the error, and that's why these error calculated are called absolute error. So we can measure absolute error in all the measured quantities, and in this way we have got absolute error in all the measured values. And when we take average of that, that is called mean absolute error. So we have find out our true value or our physical quantity. This is true value plus minus mean absolute error. This is how we represent any physical quantity. What is the error? We have seen that how to calculate this. So this is mean absolute error, and we have found the physical quantity. And now in the question, if it is asked what is the relative error, so a relative error is defined always as mean absolute error divided by mean value or true value. And if you are asked to report the value in terms of percentage error or in percentage, then what we do in relative error, we multiply it by 100 and we get this percentage error. So now suppose that what we have measured, now suppose that A is a measured quantity that is written like 2.3 centimeter. This is true value what we have measured, plus minus 0.2 centimeter is error. So we are saying that we have measured a physical quantity or length, and its true value is 2.3 centimeter, or its mean value is 2.3 centimeter, plus minus there is this error. So you can understand that if it is asked to find out what is the relative error, then what you will do, you will take 0.2 divided by 2.3, and if you are asked what is the percentage error in this, then you will multiply 100 in the relative error. Hopefully this makes sense. So we represent any physical quantities like this, or you can say that we can also represent it like, when you will solve questions, you will see that both notations are fine. 2 plus minus, in error it is shown like this, or we can also report it like this, 2.3 into 100. So you will see that this is also the way that so this will be shown in percentage. So I don't know what is this value, but this is, let's say that 2.3 centimeter plus minus, let's say that this comes out to be 5%. Let's say that this is equal to 5. I don't know, I have not calculated, I am not doing calculation. Let's say that this is 5, so we write like this, 5%. You can do calculation and you will write here, or you can say, let's say that this is X%, so you will write here X%. So whenever you will solve questions, you will see either values are represented like this, a physical quantity is reported like this, error, or you will see that it is reported like true value plus some percentage error.